Ladies and gentlemen, Eagles fans all around the world, welcome back to our third episode of the Senior Spotlight as we head into homecoming week and week number 7 of the high school football season. Past 4 weeks have been a bit of a wild ride, but the Eagles are back in action this week against those pesky Riverdale Falcons. Tonight, I am joined by Mason Tuttle, Storm Hodenshield, Vanessa Heck, and Addie Wilcox Miller. So let's get to know these young folks a little bit better, starting with the ladies. First up, young Addie, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks for joining us. If you would please share with us your parents' names.
So my mom's name is Corey Miller and my dad's name is Stephen Miller.
Stephen Miller, Steve and Corey. All right, I like to refer to Steve as Steve Miller Band, but we'll move on from that. How about your plans after high school?
So I want to go to Ohio Wesleyan University in Delaware, Ohio, and my end goal is to be a child and adolescent psychiatrist.
Wow, okay, got a good plan there. Have you had a chance to visit the campus?
I have, I've been there twice.
All right, good deal. You feel comfortable with it and you like it?
Yes.
Yeah, great. Application in yet or still working?
It's in.
It's in, wow,
Yep.
good for you. Planned and got it all set, awesome. How about your favorite football memory?
Oh gosh, I have so many. My favorite would have to be getting ready before every game with Audrey Risner and Spencer Hovick.
All right, they touched on that too when we talked to them, so good traditions, awesome. You've been able to keep that going this year as well.
Yes.
That's great. Those are some things you guys will never forget. Talk to us a little bit about what do you like to do in your free time?
So I don't have much free time with everything that I do, but in my free time I like to hang out with friends and family and play with my dog,
All right, what's your dog's name?
Sully,
Sully. What kind of dog?
a white boxer.
White boxer, awesome. That's pretty cool. How about, this is a common thing for the ladies, the cheerleaders. What movie or song do you think best describes your career at Liberty Bend?
I'm gonna go with Ain't It Fun by Paramore.
All right, nice, very good. So it's been a fun ride?
Yes.
Yeah, good deal. So of course, your mother, she's a great coach, and she is your coach for the cheerleaders as well as Coach Ricker. I'm curious, gonna start to interview her maybe. Any funny or embarrassing stories you'd like to share about your mom or your coach?
Oh gosh. She's not too funny or embarrassing. But I think when she tries to do some of the dances, that can be both funny and embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good. So she's trying to show you guys the ropes, and
Yeah.
it's kind of entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think your mom is hilarious. So, so I'm sure there's plenty more stories, but good for you to hold back a little bit. I'm sure she's one of the best coaches you've ever had, and I'm sure there'll be great memories when she's when you're old like she is. So,
Yes.
how about a big hand for Addie Wilcox Miller? Folks, we're joined by our second guest of the night, Miss Vanessa Heck. Vanessa, if you would share your parents' names with the crowd.
My mom is Chris Heck and my dad is Bruce Heck.
All right, Bruce and Chris, great. How about your plans after high school?
After high school, I have 2 pathways I'm thinking about. I either want to go to the University of Findlay and major in pre-veterinary animal science, or I want to go to the University of Toledo for pre-dental or pre-medicine.
Wow, fantastic. Following a little bit in your dad's footsteps, but also maybe the animal side.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Have you had a chance to visit University of Toledo?
I never went on an official visit, but my sister goes there, so I've been up there many times with her and kind of know a little bit about their programs.
Yeah, great.
But-
Comfortable with the campus.
Yep.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, good for you. How about your favorite football memory?
I really enjoyed all of football cheer, so it's so hard to pick a favorite memory, but definitely cheering with my sisters, that's a great memory. And then our old team meals, where it was live and everybody was there, that's such a key memory too. And then just getting to cheer on Friday nights with all the girls I've gotten to cheer with and all the friendships I've gotten to make has been so special.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, that's good. Some really good memories there. We'll talk a little bit more about your sisters here in a minute, and actually right now. Interestingly enough, like you just said, out of the 4 years you've been a varsity cheerleader, 3 of those have been with your sisters. Obviously 2 with your older sister Holly, who's up at the University of Toledo, as you mentioned, and now your final year with your younger sister Ava. What has it been like to be able to cheer with them?
I've actually really enjoyed cheering with my sisters. I'm very close with both of them, so it's been cool to have that experience with each of them. It's a little bit of a different dynamic between cheering with Holly and cheering with Ava, because with Holly I was the younger sister, but Ava's 3 years younger than me, so it's been really cool to show her the ropes of Liberty Benton cheer and help her out her freshman year. But last year, it's probably because of COVID too, but I missed having a sister cheering with me, but it's just so fun to be able to get ready with them and practice with them, and we can help each other out, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, wow, good for you. And like you said, kind of a different experience with your older sister being the guider, and now you taking your younger sister under your wing. Good job for learning that and picking that up. That's fantastic. Of course, you're on homecoming court with a close friend, Mason Tuttle. How excited are you for the festivities this weekend?
I'm very excited. I'm super excited and honored to get to be on court with Mason. That's super exciting. And it's just funny how time works out. And I promise this is football related, but freshman year, Mason and I actually met at the homecoming parade because all the boys were on their football fire trucks throwing Jolly Ranchers at each other. And he chucked one at me and hit me in the face. And he claims it's because I look like Brendan Bailey, which I don't really see the resemblance, but he says it's because of our hair. So BB, I like your hair. But it's just so cool because now 3 years later, I get to be on court with him, and I'm super excited for the week. I'm excited for the parade tomorrow night, and then the game in court Friday, and the dance Saturday. And I'm the student council president, so I've got to help plan a lot of the dance. And with cheer, I've got to help with a lot of the Spirit Week. So it's been super fun, and I'm super excited for the rest of the week.
Yeah, wow. Well, very busy. And when I talked to your mom a little bit and trying to get ready for this, she told me that I should ask how you met Mason, and I thought, I don't know, maybe that's kind of a loaded question, but you were able to sneak it in there. So great story, and yeah, super exciting. Great memories to be made this weekend for homecoming. Finally, my last question for you. Your freshman year, I believe you were asked to stand up during the live senior spotlights when we used to do them during the team meals like you talked about. Do you remember why you were asked to stand up?
I absolutely remember why I was asked to stand up. It was my freshman year. It was during Carissa Mead's senior spotlight. And after you finished her senior spotlight, you called me up, and I had no idea why I was getting called up at that point. But you said, and I quote, I stared into your soul at one of our past JV games when I was throwing stuff. And you said, I looked right at you and I didn't throw anything with you. And I promise I didn't mean to do that. I was just looking at all the crowd and I missed you. But I just remember being so red and embarrassed. But it's one of those fun memories, and it's definitely something I'll remember for a long time.
Yeah, well, your mom brought it up, and yeah, you were a great sport back then, and yeah, I remember it. I felt like I was becoming a celebrity voice of the Eagles, and my head was getting pretty big, and yeah, we're at the Pandora Gilboa game. I remember the game. It's a JV game. We scored a touchdown. All the cheerleaders go through their routine to throw the football, and yeah, you stared right at me. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting the football, and then just you stared right through me and tossed it off to somebody else. So yeah, I was extremely humbled. I was devastated, and yeah, I had to call you out. But like I said, you were a great sport back then and a good sport now too. So my last follow-up that you probably aren't prepared for, but I want to know, you're really close, like I said, with Mason. I want to know that have you ever stared at Mason's father, stared him down, and then just chucked the football at somebody else, or is he a popular recipient of footballs from you?
Actually, not really. Just because the whole Tuttle family. They sit at the very top, kind of to the right of the bleachers. And so the way the new field is with the fence is to the far left. So we have to go all the way around the fence and then up the stands. And I kind of have a little bit of anxiety about throwing because, well, my freshman year, which that's all fun, that was funny. But I've actually hit some people in the head on accident before with water bottles. So I just try to get rid of the stuff as far as I can. So I feel like I don't really make it up to the Tuttle family that much, but I'll have to do that.
Yeah, I think that would pay off a little bit to chuck one up to them. I'm sure they would enjoy it. So
next game.
Yeah, it's definitely a little risk. I know people bounce them off the glass in the press box. People get hit in the face. There's a lot of crossfire. So.
It's harder than you would think.
Yeah.
Because they don't fly good. Because it's t-shirts or water balls, so they kind of not very aerodynamic.
Yeah, and you guys throw them hard, so we got to be ready for that. So, well, that's fantastic. Again, congratulations on being a homecoming court student council president. You got a lot of responsibility this week. Certainly enjoy the homecoming game, enjoy the dance. Just have a great weekend. A lot of memories to be made. How about a big hand for Miss Vanessa Hamilton? All right, folks, we're joined tonight with our third guest, Mr. Mason Tuttle. Mason, welcome to the show. If you would, please share your parents' names.
My dad is Marcus Tuttle, and my mom is Athena Tuttle.
Marcus and Athena. How about your plans after high school?
I'm already been accepted in the University of Findlay, and I'm going to enroll in education.
All right, fantastic. plan on pursuing any sports careers, or going to just focus on schoolwork?
No sports careers, but I do hope someday to kind of be a coach in football. So we'll see how that plans
Yeah,
out.
well, good deal. Obviously had a lot of experience in our program here, and I'm sure that will carry over. You got a lot of experience with some great coaches. If you would share one of your favorite football memories.
My favorite memory probably is Arlington this year. Before the game, there was a lot of pressure built up. We weren't sure how it was going to go. We really didn't have that good week of practice. And then the day of the game, the seniors had a big, huge text chain like, we're not going to let this streak end. We won't be the team. This is us. And then they went down and scored, and we were all still on the sidelines going, we got this, we got this. And then Lemons got that block punt, and it just went from there. So
Yeah.
that'll probably been my favorite memory.
Yeah, good. That was a great game, and yeah, I mean, they certainly brought the intensity, like you said, and kind of shocked us with a touchdown. And boy, I thought maybe this was going to be the year, but you guys shut them down right away and put them in their place, keep the streak going. What do you know the count is on the streak?
It's 20. It's
20.
so.
20 years of beating Arlington, man. That's older than you. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's dig in a little bit deeper. Of course, number 53, you're the Mike linebacker. I'm sure you get a lot of extra attention from the defensive coordinator, Mr. Scott Arnold. Any special indicators that you see from Coach that you know that he's really mad and you got to kind of approach him a little bit softer?
He may oppose me saying this, but I feel like I get yelled at most from the linebackers. I mess up the most, I'll admit that. But usually, for me, if I ever he has a very specific look he gives me, and I know he's not going to yell at me, but he'll look at me. I'll come out and he'll just go, "What are you doing?" And that's when I know I just need to do something, or I'm not going to have a good day. So
Yeah.
that'd probably be Mr. Arnold's best mad impression, I guess you could say. But yeah.
Is it that calm, or is it a little bit more intense?
I
Or a lot
can't.
more intense.
It's a lot more intense. If you would see the face, you would understand. It's very scary to walk off to the sidelines and see. It's like a death stare. It hurts. It hurts to see. So.
Yeah. Well, I've seen him out in Benton Ridge coaching baseball, and then we get him on the grill, and yeah, he can be pretty intense there too. So I think I've seen that look before. So, and I certainly have heard the phrase, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
I've heard that. So you nailed it. Good job there. Obviously, we just spoke with Vanessa earlier, and you two both are on homecoming court. I was asked to ask you if you would share some details about how you asked her to the homecoming dance this year.
Well, this is definitely planned, but I waited till about 5 days ago to ask her. But she had no idea I was coming out, so I drove out to her house. She lives about 30 minutes away, and I brought 2 different sets of flowers, different colors, and just showed up at her door. So she had no idea I was coming, but yeah, that's basically all that happened. I opened the door and I said, "You want to go to homecoming?" So.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
No signs or anything like that?
No, we gotta save the big stuff for prom. So,
Oh, all right. Okay. So save it up big for that
Yeah.
one. All right. Okay. Well, it seems like you're kind of assuming who your date's going to be, but I guess that's
Just
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully she says yes.
Let's
Fingers
hope so.
crossed.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Been asked so talk about your favorite movie. What's your favorite movie?
I really like Shawshank Redemption. That's probably my favorite, but Step Brothers, I don't know. Step Brothers is a second. I
Yeah.
really like Step Brothers, so
All right.
it always gets me.
I like it. Shawshank. That's
Yeah.
that's my favorite. So,
Yeah, I love it.
have you had a chance to visit the prison yet in Mansfield?
I have not. I've driven by it before, but I'd really like to go in and see it. It seems like it'd be a really cool experience to go.
Yeah, I heard it's a great tour. That's on my bucket list as well. How about your least favorite movie?
I wouldn't really say I have a least favorite movie. I would say if there's movies I don't like, I'll just casually sit there and just kind of make fun of them throughout the whole entire thing. So, I mean, there's a lot of movies I would say I generally dislike, but none that I just absolutely hate. So.
All right. Now this may be going back a few years, but I heard I was supposed to ask you that maybe you had a bad experience with Jaws, the movie Jaws.
No,
Did
I
that
don't
ring a bell?
Yeah, well, maybe a little bit. I was a few years ago, and I was just sitting out watching it, and it we'll just say scared the crap out of me. That's all I'll say. I don't want to go into further detail. So.
Well, if you want to know a little bit more about that, you guys can next time you run into Mason, you can ask him a little bit about Jaws or give him some and see if we get some action. Maybe we'll have Scott Arnold, Coach Arnold, use that and try to intimidate you, get you fired up. I don't know. Maybe it'll scare you. I don't know which way it'll take you.
Yeah.
But, hey, you've had a great career. Started as a freshman as a long snapper, if I'm not mistaken, and a great career, and it continues on here as your senior season. So best of luck, homecoming game, big game against Riverdale. Best wishes in that game. Enjoy the weekend, just like I told the ladies too, and best of luck the rest of the season. All right.
Thank you.
How about a big hand for Mr. Mason Tuttle? Ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by our fourth and final guest tonight, Storm Haudenschild. Storm, welcome to the show. If you would, please share your parents' names with the crowd.
My mom's name is Shelly Bryant, and my stepdad's name is Scott Bryant.
All right, Scott and Shelly, fantastic. How about your plans after high school?
Hopefully find a job and go weld somewhere.
Yeah, okay. All right. Are you doing any kind of interns or co-op type programs for that, or just going right into the field?
I go to Millstream right now, and then I just got an offering from DNC Hydraulics in Rawson.
All right, fantastic. Good for you. That's the Conaway family, right, that does that? Wow, that is great. Good for you. So you think that's the path, or you're out there looking for different offers? Or
I don't know right now, but it'd be pretty cool.
yeah. Last year I talked to a lot of guys about this welding thing, and they were talking about scuba welding, going underwater.
Yeah.
Is that in your future as well, or just staying on ground?
Probably not, because it's a lower life expectancy, so you can probably die.
Yeah, too risky for you. All right. Well, I'm not sure if you noticed, there's a bunch of steel going up right now for the field house.
Yeah.
I'd like to get you out there and do some welding there, get us some in-kind work, and save us a few bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we'll get you up there on the lift. Well, that's exciting. Good for you to have a path forward. How about one of your favorite football game memories?
Probably Arlington this week, just because we didn't want to be that team, and we went out and beat them 41-6.
Yeah, domination, and yeah, it's always a popular memory to keep that streak alive. So good for you guys. Again, congratulations on that victory. Let's dig into some questions here. I hear you're a hunter. You got a good story about your first buck kill. You want to share that?
It was kind of just like 5 minutes until it was like I couldn't see, so after dark you can't shoot, and he just walked up to me and I just shot him and he went down. He didn't have to go far.
Yeah.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Now, is this on your property or another friend's?
A family friend's property.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I heard that maybe you're a little bit broken up, recognizing that maybe you killed, what is it, Elliot from Open Season? I'm not familiar
Yeah,
with that.
he looked funny because his antlers he was like a spike, so he only had one antler right here.
Yeah.
So it was kind of funny.
Yeah, so a little bit torn up that maybe
Yeah.
you killed a special deer and wish he was still living.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, were you guys able to process everything? And
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gave us a lot of meat, and it was good.
Yeah, good deal. Good for you. Any other kills since that one?
Nope.
No, so still working on that one. How old were you when you had the first kill?
It was sophomore year.
Okay, so a couple years ago.
Yep.
All right, so maybe some luck will come back this
Yep.
year. All right, good deal. Hey, I hear you're a bit of a comical guy, funny guy. What are some of your plans for homecoming on Saturday?
Probably gonna go, hang out, have a fun time.
All right. Yeah, you got a date?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who are you taking?
Shiloh.
Shiloh. All right. Sounds good. We're dressing in camo or anything funny
No.
planned? No? All right. Anything special you want to share about how you asked her to homecoming?
No, I was just like, you wanna go?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm sure you turned on the charm a little bit more than what you're leading on to, but good for you. I heard that there was a lot of compliments from the Pennsylvania team about our offensive line. Of course, you're the center. I would consider that the captain of the offensive line. How much fun have you had battling with your teammates in the trenches?
It's been real fun because we have been doing so good. We make it more fun than what it actually is. Like with pancakes, we get real excited for those. So now they just keep happening, and then it just keeps on rolling.
Yeah.
So it's real good.
Yeah, good, motivating. Well, we knew that was going to be a strength of the team, and you guys have certainly performed, and I'm sure you'll continue to get stronger and build a good team bond there.
Yep.
I wanted to know, again, as the center, you got to yell huddle, I think, every time you guys get lined up. Is your voice worn out by the end of the game, by having to call that out after every offensive play?
Yeah, because then I'm on the sidelines during defense, I'm yelling, and then towards the end of the game, I'll be a little raspy.
Yeah, a little hoarse. Okay. All right. Your mom doesn't freak out and try to have you drink all these herbal teas? No, you just power through it. Yeah, just what I expect from a hunter. Fantastic. And then we didn't get a chance to talk to Ashton tonight. Sounds like he's out of pocket. Couldn't be here with us tonight. He was planning to be here, but that guy's to me seems like a little bit of a wild character, and wish we could have talked to him tonight so he could show a little bit of that side. But of course, he's on the offensive line with you. Again, you're the captain of the crew. Do you think that is it sometimes hard to keep that guy under control and keep him focused?
Sometimes I gotta help him with what he needs to do, like tell him, because sometimes he gets a little distracted. But he brings a lot of energy to the offensive line, so when he does good, you can kind of just let him do his little thing.
Yeah.
And he'll perform.
Good deal. So you know when to put the finger on him, and you know when to just let him run and go crazy. Well, fantastic. That's what we expect out of good leaders, good seniors, and guys that are centers on the offensive line. So congratulations again on a great career, a great year this year. I think the compliments from the Pennsylvania team, that speaks volumes to what you guys have done. Congrats on the Arlington win. Again, enjoy homecoming this weekend, and another great opportunity to have some great memories, and best wishes on the rest of this football season. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big hand for Storm? And finally, a reminder that all guests on tonight's Dougie Johns Senior Spotlight will receive a $10 gift card to Dougie Johns. Also, be sure to check out the 50-50 this week. Our pots have been $4,000 and $3,600 over the first 2 weeks of home games. We thank our generous sponsors for 50-50, Finley Truck and RV, Warner Mechanical, VM Systems, and Maumee Bay Turf Center. Friday's Riverdale pot is already at $1,100. We expect a big one with huge homecoming festivities and a big crowd. On behalf of my executive producer, Andrew Thomas, I'm your host, Jason Borman, signing off saying good night and go Eagles!